Hey guys, we skipped a week last week because there was just a part one and we didn't have much to say about the part one, so we wanted to talk about both parts, which we've now watched. So let's talk about the flesh and the crazy thing that happened at the end of part two.
So the Rebel Flesh was really kind of meh until you got to the second episode, and then it all tied together nicely and it was pretty much amazing.
In these two episodes there have been more plot lines, storylines and other ridiculous things than I have ever seen in my entire Doctor Who life.
Flesh aren't that as creepy as I thought they would be, but they're really interesting. The idea that it's like basically cloning, but with feelings, and it's very like Huxley-esque. I liked that a lot about it, and that it explored the idea of what's living and what's what.
You've got the gangers and the humans getting a bit sort of angry at each other, and then the one of Jennifer divides into two or something and tricks Rory. I mean, this is probably the most set of confusing episodes that I've ever seen.
Jennifer was like so annoying this episode. She was one of the flesh / not the flesh. I don't know. She was annoying. I didn't like her stupid accent and I didn't like her stupid character. I think the reason I really didn't like her was that she created this stupid thing between Rory and Amy where Rory and Jennifer sort of had this like love thing going on that I couldn't quite understand because they split up because Rory went after Jennifer. Once again, we had an episode where Amy is just running after Rory or Rory's running after Amy and they're worried about each other and they're trying to figure out where each other are, and it's just like the love thing is just like getting way too much.
Rory got huge character development in these episodes, which was pretty much awesome. He was actually probably one of the more interesting of the main characters besides, the Doctor himself. One of the really interesting things with Rory is that you see that he now finally, I think, fully trusts the Doctor, because at the end of the Almost People he stepped away from her and he never would have done that before. He would never ever let Amy go for the Doctor, and he did in this one.
The one thing that stands out to me that's not plot related really is just the Doctor having a clone of the Doctor. My god, you think one Doctor is like amazing, like two Doctors, and so funny, so funny. I love the Doctor banter, so funny. And I loved at the end how, and I kind of had an idea that they were going to do this, like switching the Flesh Doctor with the Doctor to see if they can trust each other. So Amy's being rude to the Flesh Doctor the whole time, but it's actually the Doctor, and no one... It's just super interesting to find out if we can really trust each other. And I thought that the quote that Amy said to him, I forget, it was like, "I never thought it possible. You're twice the man I thought you were." Just so cute and so true. We love the Doctor, and just more of the Doctor in the world would be amazing.
Amy finally revealed that she saw the Doctor die. And that whole scene where the Flesh Doctor, confronted Amy was just so intense. And when he, grabbed her, oh, that scene. I rewatched that scene 3 times because it was so good.
We finally figure out what the hell is going on with Amy's pregnancy and what the hell is going on with this, eye patch woman. One thing that stands out is when the Doctor is with Amy and he goes, "Push Amy, but only when she tells you to." And he keeps telling Amy to breathe. And so I had this feeling the whole time, oh my god, something's gonna happen at the end of this episode and it's gonna be epic. And it was. "We'll find you." And she's like, "I'm right here." And he's like, "You haven't been with us for a long time." Just, so crazy.
Amy has been a ganger all along, and the Doctor sort of disintegrates her with a sonic screwdriver. And then we see her wake up in this sort of white room, and the woman opens the thing above and tells Amy that her baby's coming. So apparently she is actually having a baby, and then Amy looks down and there's a baby bump.
She's pregnant, and Amy isn't Amy, and we don't know what the hell is going on, and it's just a crazy, crazy cliffhanger.
And this is so, it's so hard to explain, because you see now that she was actually seeing that woman opening that slat and looking at her, but that it was another part of her that was seeing it. It's all very weird and so interesting and so ingenious.
I think the highlights of this episode was that Rory didn't die, and we got to see the slidey woman again. So we saw the slidey woman and Rory didn't die. Rory's been dying too much, and the slidey woman poses so many questions. So those are probably the two highlights for me of this episode. So I'm really looking forward to next week's episode. I've forgotten what it's called, but I am really looking forward to that one. I really hope that it sort of answers some of these questions, because I've got a freaking lot of questions.
Apparently we're going to finally figure out who in the heck is River, and that's going to be awesome and stuff.
If the episode isn't for a while, we'll do more videos, just like, you know, favorite companion videos, like who's your favorite companion, just questions about Doctor Who, and we'll figure it out, and then later we'll just review more episodes when it's time. So, see you guys later. Bye!